Welcome to this week's episode of Azentuary. We left off last time with some horrid demon escaping from its slumber deep within the cave. You all witnessed this event, and then darkness. You awaken now from nightmares of flying and falling, somehow coming back into consciousness in a dark area, barely illuminated by what appears to be glowing fungi. You notice that you are not alone. You also notice that you have basically nothing on. You are effectively naked. All of your equipment has been stripped.
Not again.
Seems quite the predicament.
No, now everyone can see why my name is Berry Bark Big Log.
I assumed
Wait,
it was
they took my
because you were
smashy
sitting
rock?
on a log, but I mean,
They took my shiny rock, my gift from Zeratan.
Yes, you cannot find anything on your person.
They will pay.
how much will they pay?
With their lives.
Oh.
Their immortal soul.
Dolls are immortal?
You do have
Oh,
you do have your
Yes,
toad.
have you never heard this theory before? My gosh, you're really dumb to the world of warlocks.
I am. You're dumb.
I will explain it to you at a time where I am not effectively naked.
I thought you were an owl. Are you normally? I don't understand birds.
All right.
Wait, is my toad still here?
Yes.
Well, I guess I'm still stuck with you.
So as you regain your vision and things come into focus, you hear a gate being opened and three individuals being tossed in. There's some sounds you recognize as a language, but can tell that it is not one that you understand. And three other prisoners that were sitting next to you get up and leave through the gate.
Wow, there are other people here.
Me really confused. Me go talk to prisoners that just came in the gate.
All right. There's three of them total that came in. One of them is very short, looks like a gnome. The other one's big, looks like a full orc. And the third one looks almost like an elf, but with dark gray skin.
Are they naked as well?
They have some basic robes.
All right. Me ask them, what is going on here? Where are my clothes? Where is my sword?
Well, the orc, recognizing one of his own, is shocked for a moment and then walks over and, "Oh, we are all trapped here, brother. These are our captors." Points up to see. You can tell there's a couple of guards standing up at the gate next to you, or behind him.
All right. What do the guards look like?
Like ashen-skinned elves.
What kind of equipment do they have on them?
You see, decent armor, like, a kind of a nice hardened leather tunic with swords.
Okay.
I technically can still use magic.
Unfortunately, all my magic is based on me having a weapon, so.
Lame. My contract with Zaratan keeps me strong! But I'd rather not use my limited spell slots until I get a grasp of the situation.
There. So, fellow orc, what are they doing here? Or what are we doing here?
We're waiting. This is holding cell. They collect us, and then we transfer to city.
City?
Can you speak orc?
No.
Okay. It's just the two of them speaking orc at the moment.
What city?
Oh, big city. Me hear them talk about it. Cannot pronounce. Doesn't translate to orcish.
Is it Elfish City?
Could be. Name very difficult. Elves like difficult names.
Alright. You need turn to elf and speak in common tongue. What city are they talking about?
Are you just talking to one of the other people that's there, or who are you talking
You
to?
say there's a gnome and then an elf,
yes.
right?
Well, he looks like an elf, but he's got dark ashen skin. He doesn't seem to understand you when you talk to him, like almost like you're speaking in a foreign language, and he's only getting like a word or two of what you're saying.
Oh, so he doesn't understand common?
Not very well. He might understand a couple of words, but it's like foreign to him.
What about the gnome? Did he understand common?
Let's see. Where is he? Jar.
He's not.
I have notes for everyone. Where is he? There he is. He can speak a couple words of it. He has some trouble. He's like, city, big place. Shakes his head, points you over towards a something that looks almost like a dome with two legs.
Dome with two legs.
Yeah, it's like a fleshy looking dome with like a mouth at the bottom and two kind of barely sprouted legs under it.
It's a weird chicken fetus. The bottom has hatched from the shell.
Wow.
Intriguing.
Intriguing indeed.
I didn't know they could do that.
Even did I.
Oxblood, can you speak to this elf and see what city they're talking about taking us to?
That depends. What's in it for me?
Well, if you do nothing, the chances are we're going to end up in the Underdark and you're going to be a slave for life where you're never going to make any money ever again.
Fine, I talk to the elf.
Okay, let me just want to check something really quick. You go up and speak to him in Elfish, and you can tell that he has a thick accent that he tries to respond in. It's like, going from British English to American English, but even more extreme.
Okay.
Very thick. He uses words that you don't recognize.
Can I do a perception check
Sure.
to try to figure it out?
Yes, of course.
6.
Yeah, you're not sure. You can tell that while you both are effectively speaking the same language, that the vocabulary is quite off. And even with the vocabulary that you can hit, it's the thickness of his accent makes it almost impossible to understand.
I turn back to the party and say, no good.
Is that what he said?
No. I just couldn't understand him.
Oh. Oh, that sounds like a you problem.
Well, maybe if you're so inclined, you can try it yourself, Poplar.
How about I want to talk to him? He seems kind of boring.
Well, do we want to do jailbreak?
No, it'd be up to you. None of the rest of us have any weapons.
Well, are we just in like a cell made of like dirt or something?
Foxglove
It's carved. It's carved stone.
Carved stone. One moment.
So is there only 2 guards?
Yes, but there's also a heavy gate that's closed and locked between you and them.
Oh.
Well, I can do charm person, but I don't know how much that'll help us.
Yeah, you might be able to get them to open the gate. Or at least one of them.
Then what about the other one?
I don't know. Maybe if you charm one, Grimmel can kill the other.
How big are these gate bars?
You would have some trouble squeezing through them.
Oh.
It's everything has a hitbox, correct?
Yes.
Sec.
The little problem with charm person is that it requires a wisdom saving throw, and I'm sorry, but I'm not the most wise one here.
But it's their wisdom save,
Yeah.
not yours.
You don't have to save against your own charm, do you?
No.
Do we want to try charm person?
Hey, you do seem quite charming.
Well, let me talk to Walking Mushroom first and see what that thing says. Me walk over to Walking Mushroom and say, hey, what city are they taking us to?
It kind of wobbles back and forth and moves almost like it's trying to whisper at you.
Alright. Me not understand. Me go back to party. Say, me not understand.
They're guards, right?
There's 2 guards.
Do they seem to understand common?
I don't know.
Yeah, alright. I will walk up to one of the guards and introduce myself. And try to convince them to join my army of darkness. Because I can definitely treat them better than whoever they're currently working for. And once I take over, I will provide for healthcare benefits and that kind of thing, you know? I'll be a very benevolent, evil ruler once I take over the world, and if they join me now, they might be high up in my army. Maybe a vizier one day, who knows? So, join me now before I become all-powerful and come back to seek revenge. Who dare imprison me? I roll for persuasion.
Okay.
21.
Well, that would be great and effective against them, except they can't understand you. And after a while of listening intently, they end up wrapping their swords against the gate, kind of a warning for you to move back.
I see. You have chosen revenge.
No. I think
I'll
you
come
should
back
stay
to you
with
with
choosing.
expenses.
Choosing seems like the most appropriate word.
Choosing.
Yes. Think about it. You choose
Shish,
something.
it's my word, I've made it up. Coined by me, trademark. Trademark Gremmel Enterprises.
It's a trademark. I like when you put like a
yeah.
mark on a sword that you craft.
Sure! Whatever you think. Okay. Well then, since that doesn't seem to work. One sec, actually. Let me look up something. Just making sure. Okay. How far are the guards from everybody else?
I mean, you can go right up to them. You can get within like 5 feet of them.
Cool.
I mean, they're on the other side of the gate from you, so.
That's fine. I cast Arms of Hadar, which hits all creatures in a 10-foot radius.
Okay.
They do a strength save or take full damage, and they don't have any reactions until the next turn. If they fail the strength save. Yeah, that's a 22 to cast.
Hold on.
And that is 8 necrotic damage to each creature in a 10-foot radius.
Alright. Well, you do everything to cast it, and there's like a fizzle.
What?
And you can't. And yeah, it does nothing.
It's a bit harder than I thought.
One of the guards starts laughing as there's a little glow of what appears to be a rune next to him that lights up for a moment and then fades again.
So it's anti-magic, huh? Well, that's alright. I have Plan B! And I use my Elder Flare to become rock hard. Or,
Okay.
toss me! Cannonball.
Into the gate.
Yes.
Alright. Barry, do a strength roll, I guess. See how hard you throw the cannonball.
Oh, Jesus. What a time for me to roll bad. 8.
Yeah, you get tossed and you slam into the door. It's a scene right out of Pauly Shore's Biodome when he yells, "I'm a Sherman tank," and runs full speed into the locked door.
Ah.
Alright. I have this for a minute. Do it again. Everything has a hitbox. We'll break it down eventually. Might as well keep trying to limit this up.
Alright.
I'll do it again.
That one's much better. 22.
Wow, that's a heck of a good one. Yeah, so you just give it a launch and just boom, slam into uh, your little owl friend just slams into the gate, and you see the whole thing kind of flex forward and back. That gets the guards' attention, and they turn, throw the gate open, and march inside. One of them kicks the kind of not kicks, but like puts their foot on the owl and kind of rolls it like a bowling ball back down into the pen.
In this confusion, can I try to sneak out through the open gate?
They're right there at the gate, but yeah, you can try. They'll get advantage on perception against you.
All right. I got 26 to sneak.
All right. Well, yeah, that you successfully snuck around them. They're so focused on dealing with this whole owl situation, they don't even notice you.
Right? And I try to hide somewhere on the other side. They can't see me, and to hide, I guess, in the jungle.
You find yourself in a rocky location, a cave that you can see all around. Yeah, you definitely can find a place to hide.
All right. Huh. And
I just at my captor.
there's nothing really sharp around here to try and disable this gate mechanism, is there?
You don't see anything, no.
Right. Then I shall plan.
All right.
All right. Well, they're in there and they're yelling at you. You don't understand what they're yelling, but they basically, you can get from the gist of it, they're telling you to stay back from the gate.
I hiss.
Can Foxglove try charm person now?
Well, you're still inside the cage, but yeah, if you want to.
I mean, they're inside the cage now too, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So.
16 to cast.
Sure. But it has no effect on them.
Dang it. I tried. Vicious Mockery is next, you idiots.
They threaten you a bit and then turn around and walk back out, closing the gate behind them.
Okay. Do they have daggers on their persons?
They do.
Maybe Poplart can pickpocket a dagger off of one of them.
That's what I'm thinking. You're so smart.
Yes. I bought an NFT from trumpcard.com, so I'm obviously a very stable genius.
It's an NFT.
Non-fungible token?
It's funging.
Like one of your gold coins. It's a gold coin that can't be broken into smaller gold coins.
Just seems like grifting with extra steps.
No, it's investing. I'm sure it will be of great value later.
I can see why you think I'm the smart one of the bunch.
All right, anyway.
Well, you're out there. You're with the guards.
Right? So there's not much else I can do. Try to find an opening to steal a dagger. Third person.
Sure.
That would just be sleight of hand only, or would that be sneak plus sleight of hand?
Let's do sneak and sleight of hand. Let's see how you do.
Right, sneak is a 23,
Nice. Okay, you're successfully sneaking.
and sleight of hand is a 20.
Nice. All right, I'll give you that. You slide the dagger off of them.
Excellent.
I'm in the veins.
And, is the other dagger nearby? I don't have dual wielding. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hmm. Two of them, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And I do my action with my dagger. I try to stab one of them in the vitals.
Okay, like going for the jugular type of
Yes.
thing. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's roll to hit.
That
You get advantage on that.
all right. Good. With advantage, that's to be standard dagger, right?
Yes.
So that's yeah, that's 26 to hit.
Holy crap! Yeah, you definitely hit. You bury that right into his jugular.
We need to do damage on this.
So that's an immediate crit. And yes, so give me. Yeah, you're finessing it. Let's do a 1d6 plus your dex,
All right.
and it's a crit, so you get to double it.
Good thing, because I 1d6 rolled a 1. So that's 12.
Ah.
Also sneak attack. Oh, it's 21 damage.
Holy shit! Yeah, you rip his jugular clean open, and he suddenly falls to the ground, grabbing his neck. The other one turns and sees you.
Hey.
And is like, "Huh!"
This action, disengage. Upright Winkle just goes, "Ah!" and flies down the hall.
All right. You fly away, and it begins to lay chase.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's chasing after you and yells.
Okay. It still see me.
You start to get a pretty good look of this place when you start running, and you can see you're over a pretty good fall off. There's like a river below you. Straight ahead are a couple of there's like a landing with a couple of doors.
Right. There's a chasm immediately in front of us.
Yes, in fact. Let me see if I can find you a map to share of what you're seeing. But yes, there is a chasm immediately off to the edge.
Okay.
So, I'll just grab a section here. So you are at the lower door, running north away from the guy. You can see there's a landing and then a door, and then there's like water, a door to the north and a door to the east.
All right. I have an idea. Does he still have vision of me? Is he in view?
Currently, yes.
And if I go, ah, and I fly into the chasm, then quickly hide around the corner.
Okay. Sorry, you jump off and then hide around the corner.
Yes. Let's see how well I hide.
He runs over to the
Need to
edge.
see?
Yes, he runs over the edge and starts looking. So go ahead and roll.
Right. That is a thank goodness for specialties. That's a 20 to hide.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Right.
You hide down around the corner and he can't see you.
Right. And I want to see... How big is this chasm? How wide across?
It's pretty big. It's a good, probably. Well, I mean, it's huge. It opens up to a massive cave beyond, and so it's hundreds of feet across. But there's a drop. There's a pretty good drop below you that drops down into flowing water.
What I'm thinking of... I sneak behind him and try a stabby again?
Sure.
All right. It's the same sneak value.
Okay.
So I successfully sneak behind?
Yes, you successfully sneak behind, but you need to roll.
All right. Rolling to hit. Aha. Let me see. To 13 to hit.
Ooh. Yeah, that one doesn't go so well. You go to start sliding your dagger up to stab him, and he grabs you, and you are now held as he starts walking back towards the
Stabbed?
door, saying something you don't understand.
Stabbed? No! I still have the dagger.
Yeah, you can try and stab him at disadvantage.
All right. Trying to loosen his grip on me. All right. So. Oh, well, thank goodness for your disadvantage. My disadvantage put me at a nat 1.
You drop the dagger.
Can't think of anything else
Okay,
to do.
he goes up and opens the door and tosses you back inside. Then locks the door and starts yelling down to someone else.
Oh, that was fun.
Well, that didn't work very well.
It seems. Oh, it seems.
All right. Plan C, or are we on D? Plan F? Oh no. Anyone have another plan? I mean, technically they're one guy short now.
You do hear there's commotion and sounds like something coming.
Great.
If we can't go through the gate, what if we just went through the ground itself?
I can't answer that.
I don't know.
Can we go through the ground?
I mean, I think we could. But I just don't know how.
Does your patron give you some kind of ability to go through the ground?
Not yet. Unless... One sec.
So while you're looking, Foxglove, you have a guy kind of poke you and wave you over. He's not exactly attractive. He's obviously like a Koatoa.
Okay. You know what? I'm used to drunk guys. What any difference is this? I guess I will try to talk.
He shakes his hand almost like he's saying no, no, and he points towards the mushroom-looking guy.
Okay. I'll go over to the mushroom
guy, I guess, and try to start a conversation.
It shakes and it looks like it's trying to talk, but almost in a whisper. You can't quite hear it from a distance.
I will go closer then.
Okay. As you lean in close, there's a poof of spores that comes out, and you breathe it in, and suddenly the first guy starts talking to you, and he's like, "Well, can you understand me yet?"
I can, yeah.
Oh, excellent. See, Stool, my companion here, he has the rather unique ability to allow us to communicate through his telepathic spores. So, if you could inform your friends that we are prisoners here and our captors are far from kind or accommodating. In fact, we're probably going to be punished thanks to what your small friend there did.
Or you two could help us break out, and maybe none of us get punished.
Oh, that would be absolutely delightful, but I find that rather unlikely. You see, I've been here for a while and witnessed many escape attempts. Also, I'm a complete pacifist.
Oh, well, that would explain it.
Well, I'm gonna just go over and, start pushing my companions over to the mushroom guy, so they can also understand this, and I don't have to relay.
You'd probably get some confusion from them.
Floyd's still scheming. What if we start a fight in here and they have to come in to break us up? And then they open the gate again and I can get back out again. I can get that dagger and really show that grabby guy.
That's his name now, Grabby
Another
Guy.
name for him?
No, I think that suits him fine.
Hmm.
So anyways, do they spore us, I guess?
If you push everyone over there, then yes. Then he will poof spore all of you.
I feel assaulted.
Well, that's interesting considering you're peppered.
This tastes like grandma.
All right, so I'm assuming that Foxglove actually tells us about the spore dude, and we actually go over and all get spored then. From the sound of it.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming.
Okay. All right. So after he gets spored, I go back to the elf and I'm like, so what's his deal now? Where are they taking us? What is this place?
Well, you want to talk to the? Are you talking to that early elf that came in?
Yeah, the elf and the gnome.
Ah, gotcha. So, where's that elf really quick? Sorry, what's his name? Oh. If you're talking to the elf, he's like, I don't exactly like to talk to people.
What a coincidence. He's not
I'd
people.
rather keep to myself. Yes, I know. He looks like one of those other orcs.
Oh, an orc is an orc. Of course, an orc. My name is Mr. Elf.
At this point, the gnome pops up and he's like, "Hey, I could probably be a little more helpful. Yeah, I tried to say hi earlier, but it didn't work out. Yeah, we're all prisoners here. They basically are planning on taking us all back to the capital. I think it's called Menzo Barazan. It's a big, huge city down here. Lots of them. We're just at one of the drop-off points.
So Bearzan sounds like something my mother used to put on her feet.
Well, that's what I called. That's what I thought about this place when I first got here, and they started calling it. It's like Velkanelv.
Alkanalv. It's what orcs crave.
Yeah, pretty much.
I still think we should break out.
Oh, I totally invite you to break out. That would be wonderful. I would love to get out of here.
Cool. Could you fish, or could you help us in any way?
I don't know how. All I've got is my chamber pot.
Ah, what if you throw the chamber pot at the orc?
Wait, what?
Not our orc, the other guy.
Yeah.
You mean the guard? The guard is an elf.
I'm not very good when it comes to your this Plano species stuff. You all have pointy ears. You're all tall. I mean, yeah.
All right.
Besides, I thought you were an elf. Telling me that you're an orc? Oh.
Me half
At this
orc.
point,
Half.
at this point, the other two there. You notice that there's two other gnomes that have been in the back that have been kind of watching, and they come walking up together. They're obviously twins, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, just so you know, those aren't elves. Those are drow."
It's a drow.
Cool.
They're like elves, but they live deep underground.
So they're underground elves. They are elves.
Yeah, sometimes we call them the Morlocks.
I have so many names for the same thing. Do you ever just keep things simple?
I know we're gnomes. We don't like simplicity.
Of course. Anyway, back to the chamber pot.
We could use this, yes. But how?
Well, I've heard that elves are a very prissy bunch. So maybe, just maybe, they won't like feces in their hair.
That's true. Good point.
So
good
we
point.
all collect ours in this chamber pot, and then we go, surprise! And throw it on their face.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it seems that magical attacks don't pass through the gate, but non-physical ones can.
Oh, that's my plan. Have a better one? I invite you to provide it.
Be willing to try. Me take first turn at fiddling chamber pot.
All right, as you guys are taking squats, hey, you see this creature come walking up and look inside. It's got large, hairy arms and powerful-looking legs. It kind of leers at you from the outside. You can tell that your drow guard is familiar with it and gives it a acknowledgement of recognition.
All right.
So it seems like that thing has come to punish us, apparently.
Well, so far it's just standing outside the cage looking at you, watching the chamber pot be used.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
It picks up a stone and flicks it at Poplart. It is a... Oh, it's a terrible shot. It's only a 15 to hit.
Well, that hits.
Oh, okay. Well, it only does one point as it just smacks you in the head.
Oh, wait. Never mind. It doesn't. I realized. I just double-checked. My armor class is 16.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
You dodge out of the way and it does not hit you in the head.
Oh, it just goes... blows a raspberry at him.
I'm sure we're gonna get out of this just fine, guys.
Alright. Well, he eventually turns and starts walking a bit to the north, laughing at something. You can tell there's a...
Anyway.
He's just chilling there for now, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, you guys do a pretty good job of filling it up.
All right.
There's, yeah.
Okay, so
That's how- you-
which amongst us
Okay,
is going to
go
be the best excrement expades? I don't know what to call this, but who can do the duty? My arms aren't very strong.
you need an excrement expeller.
Yes.
Uh,
I knew there was another E I could use.
me try. Me try and throw poo at guard.
Okay, you go sneaking up on him and give it a toss. Let's just do a... Well, it's a, yeah, D20 plus dex.
Um, 13.
13. That, yeah. So just as a comparison, because I wanted to just do a, roll something and see how you did, the guard nat one. So you, yeah, you splash it on him and he's just like roars, just, "Ah! Why you?
Right, everyone? No, well, let's all point and laugh.
Loser.
He turns and throws the gate open and draws his sword and goes running inside right at Barry.
Grimmel, Captain Bell at him.
No.
One moment. How about this? I get in the way between him and Barry, so he has to go through me.
Or how
Okay.
about you take a step to the side, Foxglove runs forward and casts Thunder Wave. Which will at least blow him back a little bit.
If he doesn't fit. If he... Yeah, whatever.
Hold on.
Which, okay, well, how much damage does Thunder Wave do?
2d8.
Yeah, mine will do 3d10, so...
Alrighty, then you go.
So I get in the way so that he has to push me aside and potentially hurt me.
Okay, so he comes in and with complete disregard just slams a arm into you, sending you to the side.
Does it do?
Sure. He, in smacking you, does. Yeah, he hits you really hard with an armored arm, so it does 3 points of damage, smacking into you.
Cool. Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, nice. Okay.
14 to cast, I think.
Is it a...
It's a reaction.
Yes, but I was wondering if it's like a... Well, go ahead and you look up yours. I'm going to look up what happens here.
Well, oh yeah, you do it in a place of reaction, but my roll to hit was 14.
Okay, but you're like, alright, well, it doesn't... I mean, technically that doesn't go over his AC anyway.
Alright. Wait, it doesn't? Oh, so it does hit?
No.
No, his AC is 15, so...
Darn it. That was wasted. I tried. That would have done the most damage.
Alright, he goes in, and so he's real mad at Barry, and he hits. That's a smack. And he's trying to not kill you, but he is trying to damage you. So that's... He slams into you for 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
All right. Since I am now too close to everyone to do Thunder Wave, I will cast Phantasmal Force on him.
Alright, you try to draw up your magics, and you fill your spell slot, expending, and nothing happens.
Oh, come on. I rolled so well for it, too.
You see that glow outside get really bright for a second, and then fizzle away.
Fine, can I just punch him?
Of course.
Cool. How much is that? To, like...
I mean, it's just strength. Whatever your plus is on your strength.
Nat 20.
Oh, you hit him. But, like, what's your strength modifier?
+1.
That's it. You hit him for 2.
It was something.
But you get him right in the eye, so it really, really hurts. Like, he's just like, oh!
Is the gate still open?
Yes, it is.
Then let's run!
Everyone book it! I start
Oh,
flying.
it's been running for a while. He wants to find his dagger that he dropped.
Oh. So, yeah, you run out, you looking for the dagger, roll an investigation. See if
Oh,
you find
yay,
it.
one of my strong suits. Only have -1 on that. 12!
We'll say you find it.
Ah! Victory! Guess turn around to see if they're gonna come out the door now.
Alright, the others come out the door, and they leave that screaming guard inside.
Where's dead elf?
He's on the ground right outside there. Well, no, he was picked up by that other creature and drug away. The big gnarly one you saw drug him to the north.
Okay.
Everyone comes out, Poplart shouts, "Gate! Shut the dang gate!"
So is it just the party, or have all the other potential slaves followed us out?
Basically, everyone else followed with you, though. Well, not everyone, but most of the people followed with you.
Okay.
Chaos, my friends! Chaos!
Me shut gate.
All right, you shut the gate, and the guy points out in front of you, saying, like, "We need to go that way. There, there's an armory where they keep all of the stuff."
Oh, lead on, friend.
All right, so he will start doing that. Let me really quick. So he leads you across to a stalactite that is accessible via a bridge and has been hollowed out with a room on the inside.
Onward! Where's my rock?
All right, we try room.
Right. Hold on. Okay, you run into this hollowed out stalactite and you find as you bust in, you find two drow standing on guard duty, watching across the way. They seem to be more or less ready for you from their watch post, so they appear to have been looking at others down at first on another level. They turn, drawing their weapons.
I go for the knees.
All right. Jump at them and go for the knees.
I guess I just bite it. I mean, I have a beak. That's probably gonna hurt.
Yeah. Well, let's roll to hit and see how you do in biting at their kneecap.
What should I add to that?
Dex?
Sure. No, that was a 4.
All right, you bite down on a little chunk of armor. You can't seem to get through.
Okay, it's a distraction. Go, my comrades, go!
Well, the big orc that you helped escape goes charging at one of them and takes a mighty swinging punch. Oh man, to which he misses as the guy dodges out of the way and slaps him with his sword, knocking him into the wall. Anyone else?
I've been circling around back, trying to see for an opening.
Me guess me take swing as well.
All right, give him a punch.
Oh, for crying out stinking loud. Never mind. 4.
Well, your companion rolled a 3, so... Alright, you also take a swing at him, and he deftly dodges and pushes you out of the way, sending a signal to the others, like, bring it on. You can hear them, and you can hear him telling some insults under his breath.
Does that mean there's an opening to exploit?
Yes, go for it.
Ah! Would this be a sneak attack?
Sure. Yeah, you've got they're fully distracted by the others.
Oh, good, because the first roll's a nat 20.
Nice.
And that's a dagger, 1, 2, 3, 5. So that's a 9.
Yes, but roll me another attack roll real quick.
Another attack roll. Now they're at 20.
Holy, yeah, you just ripped this guy's throat out. He falls to the ground dead.
Just imagining Poplight flying by and then the slashing the throat, blood spatting over him, and Poplight going and zipping off again.
Attack fairy is pretty great.
Bonus
Neat.
action,
That's awesome.
disengage.
Me grabs sword from dead elf.
Awesome. Alright, you grab the sword, and the 3 gnomes all jump on the other guy simultaneously. They... 2 of them latch on and are able to kind of help weight him down and distract him. The third one makes an attempt, but when he gets smacked off to the side and tossed across the room, falling against the ground and getting pretty badly hurt. So, this gives you a chance to grab that sword.
Right? Me grab. I mean, I already grabbed a sword, right? I grabbed a sword from the dead guy.
Yeah, you have the sword. Yes, but are you going to use it?
Nah, he just thought I'd look at it.
Well,
That's what I'm wondering.
well, what kind of a sword is it to start off with?
Oh, just a one-handed draw, it's like fantasy spiky. It looks like something that's just, it would be out of place in your world.
Okay. Give me a sec here.
Like something that you would see an orc have in a like Lord of the Rings knockoff.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna assume it's kind of like a scimitar then.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I will take a swing. So you say there's one drow on the ground that had been kind of buried by gnomes.
Oh, he's not on the ground, he's up, but he's got 2 gnomes on him that are distracting him, so you could take advantage on an attack against him right now.
Yeah, I'll do that. That doesn't tell me anything. Oh, I'm guessing. So I'm still gonna have my attack bonus as my strength plus my proficiency, right?
If you're proficient in the use of those swords, yes.
I don't know that I am because I normally use a longsword.
Well, then you can still just have, a strength attack. You can just roll your attack plus your strength modifier to hit.
Okay, that'll work. That should be good enough. That's a dirty 20.
Oh yeah, totally good enough.
All right. That is 4 slashing.
All right, you hit him, and he's just like, "Ow! Damn it, that hurt!" And he, seeing you now as the threat, takes a swing at you to hit. Oh, that's a dirty 20 back at you. Jeez.
Yeah, and me not having any armor, of course, that's most anything's gonna hit. So, all right.
True. Well, he hits you for 8, piercing back at you.
Okay.
And then continues to try and fight the gnomes that are tackling him. At this point, also, your companion orc gets up, comes over, and tries to just bear hug him in strength contest. Absolutely wins. Holy crap. and it's just like taking the guy down by sheer mass. So if you want to, I don't know if you want to just kill him or stab him or what.
I can try. All right.
Oh, I'll give it. I'll give it to him if you just want to like stab him with your sword. He's being held by an orc and two gnomes right now.
Sure. I will stab at his neck.
All right, you do that.
All right. Rolling.
No, I'm just giving it to you.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think you can handle that.
All right. All right. So, elf man is dead.
Yes.
Okay. So does that leave one left?
Nope, they're both down.
Oh, there's only two. Okay. For some
There
reason,
were only two. I was gonna do three at first, but then I decided, nah, two guards is plenty.
Yeah. Good chance we might not survive a third one. All right.
Actually, I'm doing pretty okay.
Yeah, I'm not though. Okay. Does this mean we can go into the? Is the armory open to us then?
Well, there's the path out of here. There is no armory here. You just found this is a guard tower.
All right. This is the room inside the stalactite that you're talking about, right? Or there?
Yes. And the other guy who was saying there was an armory is like, no, down here. It's like that way.
Okay. Well, I'm going to investigate the room first to see if there's anything I can, pick up. Any kind of clothing, or armor, or anything that might fit.
Let's see. There is a Zerkwood table and 3 chairs, a smaller side table, some like spider silk webbing set with hooks for hanging equipment, but there's no equipment on them because it was what the guys were using. Yeah, there doesn't really appear to be much of anything of use here unless you start like stealing some of the clothes off the guards you just killed.
No, they probably wouldn't fit anyway. All right.
No, they're much smaller than you.
Yeah.
Or bigger.
They might fit Foxglove though.
Yeah.
Fine.
I mean, you can stay naked.
No, I'll put it on.
You can help fool guards in the future.
It's just unsightly. Quite an ugly design, isn't it?
I don't know. Me hear that Drow are pretty stylish in their own way.
I'll put it on regardless, but I'm not happy about it.
All right, lead on. Me want to find me equipment and my weapons.
Yes, I need my shiny rock.
Alright, well, exiting out the back of this place, you find a steep rope bridge that goes over to another stalactite.
Okay.
I should say, like, before we leave, Poplart cuts a bloody bit of cloth and wraps it around his head. Rambo.
Poplart, first blood.
in this session so far, yes.
Yeah. Helpert's our little attack elf that we just push a button and he just goes lunging at the nearest person's throat.
How dare you call me an elf? Speciesist.
You were literally confusing. Whatever.
Exactly, how dare you compare my kind to his? Well, to him especially, not his kind, but him.
Rude. See, this is why all you planar people in this plane are just so hoarse and rude all the time. You expect us better plane people to actually know what you are? Come on.
Hey, let's fight about this later when we are in a tavern drinking beer, not now when we are trying to escape.
There's always time for arguing. But fine, I want my shiny rock. Let's go find where they put our stuff.
All right. You cross the bridge and you find the access to this stalactite, and as you pass inside, you find a basically a shrine room, and there is a huge carving of a spider goddess with shined like gems in the eyes that seem to follow you around the room. There are some silver candlesticks on each side of the shrine, obviously used for when they're here worshiping, and then a spiral staircase that descends to lower levels, as well as a door that goes out the back.
Where is Armory?
The companion that you had met back in the other thing is like, he says, "Oh, it's much further down at the end. We have to cross all the bridges, and then it's in the wall over there."
Fine,
It's like an
hurry up,
armory of
get on.
lies.
What? You both spoke at the same time.
I said, fine, hurry up, eat on. We must get armor and weapons.
Okay. So he leads you through, and you guys continue on until you find a... it's like a doorway carved into the side of the rock. You go, you're on a ledge, working your way around, and eventually you see piles of stuff inside of a locked, like a closed-off room.
What does stuff look like? Does it look like our stuff?
Yes, your stuff.
All right. Poplart, can you pick this lock?
I mean, I can certainly try. I haven't had exactly the most luck with that sort of stuff, though, so let me see. Ta-da! That would be sleight of hand, yes?
Yes.
And that would be... 18.
Sure. That's good. You're able to pop it open.
Pop has been larted. I give a wink.
So, I mean, you both kind of broke up a little bit there, so that was a successful pick.
Yes, it's popped open.
All right. Good job, Poplart. You've done well today.
Ah!
Come on, companions, in we go.
So you find that there's not just your stuff here, but a whole bunch of stuff. Like things that belonged to lots of others. Your various companions you've helped escape, the guards of this place. Like, this is a kind of where they store everything.
Oh, well, first off, I put on all my own clothes.
My rock! Where's my rock?
You find it. It's in the pile with everything else.
Good, my rock.
All right. Me first take up me longsword. And then, me ask Grimmel. Grimmel, can you feel magic in here? Are some of these weapons magical?
What? Well, I guess I can try. Guess Arcana check for that?
Yes.
I don't have any plus on Arcana, by the way.
Oh,
Because it's an
You don't notice anything other than some background magic that's in this area.
Meh. That's kind of shrug.
Oh, all right. Well,
Where's my rock?
You have your rock.
Good. Nothing else matters. Oh yeah, I guess I have my toad with me too. What have you
Yes,
been
he's on
doing,
your
huh?
head.
This whole time, you. I just kind of poke him in his head, like, what have you been doing? How have you been useful lately?
all right.
You get almost a telepathic message, like, basically, if you'd remember me, I could help.
What? Oh, the toad talks. I guess that is a familiar thing. Well, how am I supposed to remember you? What can you even do anyways?
I hypnotize.
What?
You didn't notice when I protected you before? So
That's what you were doing? I thought you were just like to stare at people because you're creepy, which actually I kind of like that.
Well, yeah, I do that too.
Oh, cool. We'll get along fine then. But you hypnotize people? Really? Huh. You're not as useless as I initially gave you credit for.
All right.
Is this all happening in Al's head, or is the owl actually speaking the responses out?
The owl is speaking aloud, but the responses are in their head, so it just sounds like they've gone crazy.
Like just turns to Barry and says, I'm glad I'm the smart one of the bunch. This one seems a little bit
Me not sure about that. All right.
Well, they are an owl, so of course they're kind of hoo-hoo.
Thee to a parliament.
But dish.
Alright. Well then, Toad. I suppose I will try to remember you next time I need you. But until you prove that you are, in fact, worthy, I will not name you. You'll have to earn your name and a place in my army of darkness.
Okay.
Or like an army of darkness.
I just put my Toad back on top of my head and pat him on the head and like go, alright, onward!
He says, by the way, my name is Bruce.
Bruce! What? What kind of evil name is Bruce? No! We're gonna have to change that eventually, but, like... You can't be an evil, like, familiar and be named Bruce? That doesn't strike fear into the name... That name doesn't strike fear into the hearts of the masses.
As the owl says this, Poplight shudders. Oh, not Bruce. Oh.
Okay, well, I don't trust the opinion of popular people. But...
Poplight now has a greater respect for the toad.
Fine. Bruce. We're going to have to stick with each other, I guess. So, until I can attain world dominance, you shall accompany me on my quest, and eventually we will ditch these bozos. Once the time becomes right, since they don't seem to want to conform to my army.
Yes, well, at least with your god, it's a more fun one to be a familiar for.
Well, it's not really a god, just an elder being of mass destruction and pure evil.
Yeah.
Obviously, very pure evil.
Yeah, I used to be a familiar for the god of Bean Curd. Trust me, this is an upgrade.
Of course, Zeratan's an upgrade from anything. Who's more evil and powerful than Zeratan?
Oh,
Come on.
there's someone, but we don't speak his name. Their name.
Oh, Zeratan's the best, and I'll prove it by taking over the world. You'll be right alongside me, Bruce.
Okay.
All right, let us go, my party. To world dominance.
where do we go from here?
That is the question.
All right. All right. Me ask companion that seems to know everything. How do we get back to surface world from here?
Ugh. Says, well, that I don't know. I've merely observed as they took me out to empty my chamber pot. But I do know that the river flows out of here that way, and that the group, the caravan that comes from the city, enters and exits that way. And he points, like, one of them to, like, kind of the north and the other kind of to the east.
So the river comes from the north?
No, the river comes in via a waterfall kind of on the south side and then flows out kind of to the east side.
Okay.
And there's a passageway more kind of to the north. I guess it's more northwest, but, you know.
Northwest, and that's where the caravans come from?
Yes.
Well, I don't think escape is out through the northwest. I would think that would lead down. Maybe we try
Maybe that's what the
going
door.
northeast.
Maybe that's just what these dark elves want us to think.
Except we're not talking to Dark Elf right now.
Yes, but maybe they played a trick on him.
Do you have better idea, Poplart?
No.
All right, then we try going northeast and seeing where that leads us.
Isn't northeast towards the place you said you didn't want to go? But okay, if you insist.
No, caravan comes from northwest.
Well, however it works out, you guys have to get down to those locations. You are above them currently. So straight across from you, there does appear to be a lift that you could fit you could fit about a party's worth of people at a time in.
Okay, let us try lift. Well, first, me ask rest of party not belonging to my particular party, but rest of people who escaped. Where do you want to go?
Well, you hear the two twins get really excited, and they're like, "Home, home! We want to go home!"
Okay. Do you have to use lift to get home?
Well, I guess I could jump. I can plug my nose and hit the water. That should be fun.
I mean, no, you could. We can all use lift. We'll just have to go in ships.
Okay, well, let's go.
All right. All right. First ship, build the lift, and I will me lower it for you.
All right, so you get the first 4 people down. It's about max, it seems like. And no problem, you bring it back up. Second group. And just see. Oh yeah, no problem. So, are you staying until the third group, or are you jumping in on the second, or what are you doing? What's your plan?
Rest of me companions. I'm not sure how many people
Okay.
escaped with us.
Well, let's say there's the first group that goes down. And that's like a few of the prisoners and like maybe Poplart just to balance it out, and then
Poplar's
two
just gonna
more of your
fly down.
companions. All right, well then everyone makes it down, no problem.
Don't trust
Yeah,
those confangled
Um,
contraptions.
Yeah, there's like let's see, just for fun. Oh yeah. So there's like four guys, the Koatoa, um the orc, and one of the gnomes that was there. Just they're starting to go in, and then one of those big creatures comes, like sees you guys and comes running out and grabs the lift and pulls it back up. So you're separated, and it starts yelling, "Sound the alarm! Sound the alarm!"
How far are they from the bottom of the lift?
So that group of other escaped prisoners was relatively near the top, and everyone else, your companions and the people that I guess you care most about, like Topsy Turvy, the gnome twins, Stool the mushroom, like, and then, let's say Jim Jar, they make it.
All right. Poplar cuts the rope to stop them from being pulled back up.
Oh God! All right. So those three fall. Ront, Sereth, and Shushar. Each one of them. Let's see. Ooh. So 10. They each take 10 fall damage as they slam into the ground, and are in really bad shape.
A welcome from saving you from a lifetime of misery.
Yeah, they're hurting. They're quite miserable right now.
That's not for a lifetime.
That depends unless they die right away, then it does hurt the rest of their life.
Minor details. Sacrifice I'm willing to make.
All right. Am I on the ground?
Yes,
Oh,
you already made it down.
I already made it down. Okay, so it was the last group that got caught.
Yes.
Okay. All right. 1 second. Find anything. I'm trying to figure out my spell slots and what I can do, and
Hmm.
okay. All right. There it is. Okay. I have 3 spell slots. I will cast Cure Wounds on each of them.
Oh, okay. You heal the prisoners, and you are all able to get out, though do bear in mind there is now an alarm being sounded
Nah,
up
whatever.
above.
Sound their alarm. We'll be long gone.
All right. Let us run northeast.
Okay.
The rest of you go where you will.
Most of them seem to want to stick together, though a couple do kind of peel off over to the side. You do notice that those prisoners that were taken out of the cell you were in when you first awoke are down here cleaning out their chamber pots at the edge of the river. There's a single guard with them.
Me attack guard.
All right, charge and attack. Just give me a to hit.
Um, 18.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you run up and you slam down against him, and in doing so, you not only hit him with your weapon, but you knock him forward, and he falls into the water, and you see him start to try to move up, and he's got this brown sticky goo stuck to him. And every time he tries to lift, it's like his arm gets heavier, or his leg gets heavier, until he's sucked down into the water, and you don't see him emerge again.
Ugh. Note to self: avoid water.
The guys that are there are just like, "Holy crap! I can't believe you just did that."
Why are you surprised?
Well, let's just say that things are. We've learned to not challenge the guards here so much.
Oh, well, that'd be 5th guard we have challenged so far.
Oh, well, excellent, excellent. And the one guy who is kind of in the middle, he pops up and he says, "Please, if you can help me, I'm actually a prince cursed, stuck here. I was polymorphed into this Quaggoth you see before you, but really, I'm actually an elven prince."
Oh, how
Are
much do you
you
think they
rich?
want? Yeah. How much do they think you? How much do you think they want for your ransom?
I have no idea, but I am heir to the kingdom of Nelrindavane in the High Forest.
Well, if you can help us get out of here, we will gladly take you to your home.
For a price.
Yes.
Why? Asking for ransom is a good evil deed.
I just want the money.
I just want to get out of here.
Well, that's good for you, but we might as well make some money while we're at it. Couldn't hurt.
Ignore me, companions.
Do not ignore his companions.
How do we get out of here?
To the north, and just as a quick thing, give me a perception check really quick.
Oh, God. Oh. Nat 20.
Oh, nice. So you notice as Darendil was talking to you that as he spoke about his kingdom, there was a shiny flash that went horizontally across his eyes.
Ooh,
And that when he spoke about his kingdom, it was almost like a recording being played.
The recording.
Me think that very suspicious.
Do you now? All right, Bruce, you're up.
It's
If you
just
can't get some real answers out of that thing.
wait. What do you want me to do?
Just, I don't know, you said you could hypnotize...
Okay, sure. I mean, I guess he's. What do? You're pointing him at Darendil.
Sure.
All right, you start hearing the humming, this wah 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 wah, and Darendil just stands there with his mouth agape, just like this little bit of drool comes out the corner of his mouth.
Me ask question. Are you really Prince?
All hail, Bruce.
Now's not the time for your ego to grow. Can you make him tell the truth?
You asked me to do this. I did it.
Technically,
Well,
I think you were just.
aren't you
I think it was just pointed, but you know,
You see, this is because you're named Bruce.
Tata Hiptata.
Yeah, what he said. Potato frittata.
Darendil, where is way out? Up to surface.
He is completely drooling. You can't get anything out of him.
Grandma, tell Bruce to let him go.
Fine, Bruce, stop.
The humming ceases, and the guy snaps out of it. It's like, wait, what? What's going on?
Never mind. Do you know way out to up to surface?
No. I'm not sure how I was brought here, but I know that the caravan comes from that way. He points behind you, kind of to the northwest. I'm assuming it's that way.
Caravan come from Dro City, doesn't it? Does it not?
Well, yes.
You would think that would not be the way to the surface. You would think that would be the way deeper down.
I don't know. I'm a prince, not a cartographer.
It's a cartographer.
Someone that makes maps.
Oh, if you're a prince, shouldn't you have a cartographer on payroll then to make maps? So, why would you not have a map?
Well, why would I do it if I could pay someone else to do it?
You're very astute.
All right, well, I guess we go way of caravan then. Bang, we go
Okay.
northwest.
All right, everyone starts kind of walking that way, exiting out the caves, and you hear behind you on the kind of northeast corner a couple of splashes, and those that look into the distance can see a couple of those large creatures jump off into the water on the kind of the north side and start making their way towards you.
All right. Hurry, hurry. Let's move faster.
Nice. All right, you guys make it out. All right, the right spot. All right, you guys kind of leave the area that, like, you squeeze through this cave and it opens up into a kind of a large open space. To your left is a long chasm that extends as far as the eye can see. To your right is a almost carved pathway that you can hear the water rushing through, echoing through, like the cave system. And ahead of you there appears to be a bridge that extends over a pit that drops off deep into darkness, a void beyond.
Well,
Nerve-wracking at all.
I know. Methinks we don't have much choice but to go across bridge.
Okay. You start making your way across the bridge and you feel it's rickety and sways a bit side to side. And behind you, there you see there's those two of those large creatures come stomping out. And as they come romping towards you, the prince starts to panic and freak out. And he's not sure what to do. He's looking side to side, and then you notice that he starts to grab his head, and his fingernails start to get longer, and then all of a sudden his body just bursts apart into a hulking demon that fills the entire end of the bridge. And he grabs the two guys that are coming and crushes their bodies, a hand in each, and throws them down into the pit before screaming out loud, raising these huge leathery wings upwards, and then shrinks back down, back into his form, and he's breathing heavily and confused, not sure what has happened.
Well then.
Oh, that just happened.
Yeah. Me starting to think maybe you not Prince after all.
How dare you! I am Prince. I was taken from my kingdom and cursed to look this way. How dare you say I am not a prince?
You were cursed to look like big huge demon thing?
What are you talking about? I don't look like a demon. I simply have this... I realize I'm not the prettiest, but I am what I am.
The skin condition.
You just grew two big wings and crushed those weird creatures in your hands.
What? Talking about? I've been standing right here. I've been fleeing with you, just like everyone else. You...
Methinks we're being herded like cattle right now.
What? What makes you say that?
Just a gut feeling. Alright, continue on. I guess we continue on across the bridge.
Alright.
Alright. Let's see. Alright, well, Man, let's see. You cross the bridge, and you find yourself in an area covered with a variety of fungi growing out of almost every surface. Some of them glow and provide illumination for the area. Some of them are dark and hidden. But all of them appear to be of all sorts of various exotic shapes and forms that you've never really seen before.
Okay. We continue.
Okay, you just push your way through the various fungi.
Yeah. We assume there's some kind of a path. If this the path that caravan takes.
Well, there's a pathway, though you find that it's basically rapidly overgrown. Like you can tell that this area, every time someone may pass through or cut down something, the fungi regrows and fills the area. Even the best worn paths are treacherous at best.
Mm. Unfortunately, I do not have fire.
Me not like this. All right. We try to make our way around mushrooms as best we can.
So you look like a dancer almost as you're like swinging back and forth around these mushrooms that are sticking out. There doesn't appear to be anything that's particularly dangerous on them, though bright colors in nature tend to, be warning signs.
Yeah. Me hear about, poison mushrooms. Me not want to find out hard way which ones down here are.
Hmm. True that.
All right. Well, you continue for quite a while, and you eventually kind of curve around and find yourself at what appears to be a lake. It's dark and unlike on the surface when you've seen the sun reflect light off and give like a ripple effect, this here the water almost seems like it's absorbing light, and the lake itself extends out in front of you almost like the surface of a black hole.
Okay. This path go around lake?
It seems to come here and stop.
Hmm.
I mean, there's a shore, but it's not like a worn road.
All right. Me look around shore. Maybe there's some kind of ferry or something.
Do you start walking around the shore, or you're just kind of standing and looking?
Well, I mean, it's pretty dark, right? I mean, we can see a little bit of dark vision, but that's infrared.
Yeah,
So,
but there's glowing mushrooms that provide illumination pretty much all over. So it's
okay.
it's dark, but it's like moonlit night.
Okay. Well, I guess I will, kind of go up to the shore and look before I start walking around. Do I see anything just going straight from where the kind of the path leads to the shore? Do I see anything once I get to the shore?
You can the lake is pretty long. You don't see anything. You can kind of hear what sounds like a trickle of running water far in the distance, echoing across the surface.
All right. I guess me very carefully walk around shore
as you're making it around the shore, you start to notice like little bits of ripple meet the water just barely ripples as it's almost like the ripples are following your footprints. And every now and then you hear just a little bit of a splash.
Well, me not going to get any closer to water than me absolutely has to.
Okay. Well, you out of the corner of your eye, every now and then you catch just a little movement of something.
Movement. Always a great sign.
All right. What are the rest of my companions doing?
Good question.
I'm watching you. Just kind of seeing how this plays out. Are toads
All
aquatic?
right, well,
Depends on the toad. Most of them are kind of terrestrial.
Wait, it says here, Hypnotoad can breathe air and water. Haha! Bruce! Go explore. Go, Bruce. And then report back.
okay.
I just set Bruce down into like the shallow part of the water and kind of like, I'm like, go, Bruce, go! Swim! And win.
You see him kick off and then kind of swim around for a little while. And eventually he comes back out and just like sits on the shore staring at you, waiting for you.
Well, Bruce wants me to come with.
He's like, there's something down there. I'm not sure what, but it's big.
Okay, well, Bruce, you should probably get out of the water. You probably look like a fine little snack right now, so, you know. Come back, Bruce.
Baby, come
He
back.
like leaps out. So as he leaps out, and then you guys make it down to the basically where you can hear the water is flowing out, and you see just the tiniest little. It looks like a tiny little mouth, but it's wide, and it goes into basically like a river that is flowing out and away from this lake.
Not sure how to deal with this situation.
So, does it look like kind of like a tunnel in the cave? I mean, is it like half out of the water? Is it like completely underwater? I mean, what can you tell?
So basically, you're in like a larger cavern. Think like Journey to the Center of the Earth style, big cavern. There's this lake, and then there's almost like a dam where you have a big wide area, like a weir, and the water is rolling over the top of that, and then coming back together to be like it's wide and then it gets narrow again, almost like a reverse delta, as it's flowing away from here.
I don't have any, like, bridge-making abilities.
And that rippling that you had noticed before has gotten more intense, and you feel like the presence of something nearby.
Like Jurassic Park, like the big old footsteps of the T-Rex. Or something actually in the water.
Well, I don't know. Roll perception.
Sure, why not? I have really bad perception. Actually, wait, no, it's not too bad. Ha! That's 6.
You're not sure.
Of course. Well, I got nothing. Do we avoid being eaten by Nessie or whatever the heck is down there?
It's a Nessie. I don't know your frog things.
Can't freeze anything, can I? No.
Well,
Take an awful
you-
lot of it.
since you're not noticing anything, with your perception being what it was, there is all of a sudden a hook that has extended almost like a tree branch out of the water, and like one of the old-timey stage shows where they'd have a big shepherd's crook that they'd grab you and pull you off stage. You suddenly are pulled sideways in towards the lake.
Like, Grimmel himself or everybody?
Grimmel.
Of course. Well, I'm not sure what to do about this.
Well, me take swing at Hook. Try to separate it from Grimmel.
All right.
$16 to hit.
Oh, you hit.
Oh, fantastic. All right, we roll for damage. Uh, 8 damage.
You bring down your weapon and it knocks Grimmel loose, who is able to escape briefly as the creature pulls back. The next thing you know is there's a beak that ascends out of the water, puts up opens its mouth and makes a call. It's like a and it's almost deafening. There's a strange silence that follows. And that is where we'll stop.
Yeah. Darn, I was gonna try to convince it to join my evil army. We'll start off next episode doing that.
There you go.
These guys more in the last day.
All
Oh, I like that though. Like Barry saves the day just for this call to echo out across the darkness.
Bathrobe mode on.
Yeah. That was a hell of a curveball you threw us to start off.
Prison break.
Well, I was trying to come up with something, and I had that idea about 2:00 today. I was like, oh yeah, we have this demon I got to deal with. I don't want to deal with the demon.
Okay.
So I do have a whole story written for that now, though, for what happened with the demon and everything.
Okay. Yeah, I figured it had something to do with our original. We're getting dragged back into kind of that original quest. It seems like.
Not intentionally. That was kind of an accident.
Oh.
But it's all related just because I was trying to come up with some place to send you, and that one seemed to work well because I was like, how can I incorporate this demon thing that got released, but yet not throw you guys into too high level of a situation? So this seemed like the best approach.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Oh yeah, we're not quite up to demon level yet.
Exactly.
Unless
But
it was like some random demon named Bam. I don't know.
We could probably handle an imp.
Oh yeah, you could handle it. You could handle a lot of stuff. I just didn't want you going straight up like demon lord fighting yet.
No, I mean I can turn evil, but probably would not have an effect on something that high.
Well, here, let me send you a picture of that. So that's the picture of the thing that got released.
No, is that a Glabrizu?
I don't know.
Oh.
No, it's called a Dragloth.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you guys weren't ready for it, so
No, probably not. All right.
no, I like where we ended up. I think it was good. I've got the hugest map I have to follow now, though, for trying to figure out where you guys are going.
Well, that's good.
Well, kind of, except I gotta figure out all the terrain and everything.
Yeah, 3D map. It'll definitely be challenging for you.
I'm gonna do my best.
I was just trying to angle up to the surface where you'd only have to deal with 2D map.
Yeah. Well, we'll get back there eventually.
This has been an Azentuary LLC production. Find us online at azentuary.com for character bios, merchandise, Patreon, and more. Thank you for listening.
He doesn't have a name until he earns one.